What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Girl, a mess. Anyway, um, baby, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and maybe it's because I just been tired. Like, if y'all don't know, Ashley put out like 3 videos yesterday. I recorded 3 videos yesterday, and I went to sleep like early this morning, like for real, early this morning, and then woke up early to go to work, and I couldn't even go to sleep when I needed to go. I wanted to take a nap, and so it's just, I don't know, my attitude just has been really funky because of that, and it's on me. It's on nobody else but me. But I was sitting here looking at Love and Marriage Huntsville when it first came on, right? The airing, I put it on my DVR, so just in case I missed it, if I had fell asleep or whatever, I can come back to it, still give y'all the review like I'm doing right now because it's a little bit later. And I had started watching it, and then I'm just looking at it, and I'm just like, I hate when it gets to this point in a show that I actually enjoyed when it first came on, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining because I am not being forced to to review this, to watch this or whatever, but at the end of the day, I've started the season. I don't want, and I know that y'all like, for the most part, most of y'all like, to hear my opinions on this show or whatever, and I'm the type of person I like to see things through, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that I haven't been frustrated. And I mean, girl, it's only been the first episode. Girl, after last week, I'm just sitting here like, oh, Lord, I had forgot that y'all, probably not y'all, because y'all probably got sense that watch me and whatever. But these other ones, they just doing a goddamn lot already. I'm sitting here like, wow, to this day, I don't understand. I really do not understand how this show has become to the stratosphere that it is amongst people probably my age, okay? And I'm 36 years old. And you got some grown people out here, diehard fit. I said, girl, it's okay to be fans of a show, but y'all doing the most behind the person that don't know you. Girl, you don't say what they want you to say. All of a sudden you a hater. You don't like who they want you to like. All of a sudden you were hating on this person too. Baby, let me just tell you this. Us reviewers, now I don't know about mostly everybody, but the ones that I watch, they completely unbiased, okay? And so if I'm going to say something about somebody, that's how I feel. It ain't got nothing to do with how anybody else feel or whatever. I try to be fair in my assessments, and I'm going to tell you right here, right now, the only person that I can truly tolerate at this particular moment on this show is actually Kimmy, okay? Everybody else is for the pits right now, all right? And people that I actually used to be okay with tolerating, they're irritating me. One of those people is Mel. Okay, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest. Picking up where we left off with last week, we had this conversation with Stormy, and let me just put this out here. I am going off of what's on my TV. I am going off of what's been recorded and what's been set to air on TV. That's where I'm getting my information from, right? I don't care about what's going on in the blogs. I don't care about any other extra information that y'all probably know. Ashley don't care about that because Ashley don't seek that out. Ashley is giving a review off of what's been playing on the TV. So if you know other stuff, A for you. You know what I'm saying? But Ashley is just going off of what's on the TV. And what's on my TV is Mel is full of shit. Okay? And I'm going to say that because this whole situation with the DM and the phone thing or whatever, and I know I seen some comments where people was like, well, people, I don't understand why they keep on acting like, y'all ain't never heard Mel say that, once they get through filming, she don't talk to nobody, she disconnects, she this, she that, and I don't understand if they know this, why they acting this way and that way. You can know that. Stormy addressed that. Stormy said she ain't had no issue with that. But also in this episode, she actually said that the shit was weird. Because Stormy says she's the same way. She understands that sometimes you just need to disconnect. But her thing is she just didn't know that that's what you would do to her. And meaning that you won't say nothing. Now let me tell you something again. And again, people are different. People are different. because some people may do what Mel do and think that it's okay and that their friends is gonna be there and be cool and not feel a type of way because they know that you disconnect. And if you have to disconnect from everybody on this show, then at the end of the day, that's telling everybody that you're not friends with nobody on this show. Nobody, okay? And it's like, why are you coming on here acting like you cool with people when you know you're not? All right, like you ain't got nobody that you can talk to. Really, like her real friends are not on the show. We've already established that seasons ago. Okay, we understand that. You know what I'm saying? And the way that Stormy just came up into the picture, we already knew Stormy and her were not real friends at the moment. And they're probably not real friends right now. We just know that she just popped up and she was somebody that let Mel use her house to do a music video. And then from that, they were starting to develop some type of relationship or whatever. So at the moment, you're in the process of trying to become cool. You're thinking that you're friends now, and then all of a sudden you change your number and I don't know. And again, as I said, I don't give a damn. If we started our conversation and our communication in this situation with a friendship or trying to talk to each other, the initial conversation that we had, it started off in the goddamn DMs because that's the excuse that Mel wants to give. Oh, I mean, why wouldn't you just talk to me up in the DM? We got so many DMs from you and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Baby, that was then. That was then. A lot of us start off situations, and when we have friendships or whatever that we are developing situations with, even business, sometimes it starts off in the DMs, right? And then we go and we move on. Once we get comfortable with that person, we give them our number, right? And so at that moment, you know, we establishing something. And so you got people thinking that y'all cool or whatever. At that point, once you give me your number, that means that we cool. I can text you anytime. And if I'm a DM you, I'm DMing you funny stuff or whatever, random stuff that I'm seeing and all this stuff or whatever. That's the only really time that I be DMing people on Instagram. That's my friend. Other than that, ain't nobody finna tell me just hit me up in my DM to get my number and you ain't know my number changed. Bitch, how the fuck I supposed to know that your number changed if you ain't tell me that your number changed? And then, you know, like, it's that audacity, that air of like, come on now, let's think or whatever. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, please get the hell up out of here. And for people that's, you know, caping for that, I'm like, y'all weird too. Y'all weird too. Because ain't no way in here, I'm on Stormy side with that part. I ain't never had no friend tell me to hit me up in my DM just because we started communication in the DMs to get my number. No, to get your new number. First of all, how the fuck I'm supposed to know that your number changed? You know, sometimes, like you said you disconnect, right? So it could have been that you just not talking to nobody. So why would I instantly think that your number changed? I think that you just need your space. And then if I don't hear from you for a long, long time, then that means, bitch, if your number did change or something else happened, we not cool no more because you ain't communicated with me and I'm not finna hound you because one thing Ashley don't do is chase after a bitch. Okay, for no friendship or whatever it is, you know. You don't want to communicate. And Ashley, I don't know if it's because Capricorn in me, non-consistency irritates my nerves. And I'll drop you real quick. Non-communication, that's a pet peeve of mine, okay? I need that consistency. You know, we ain't got to communicate every damn day. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, if you're going through something, you need some help or whatever, we can talk every other time or whatever, but leaving it big, girl, bitch, ain't nobody got time for that. I automatically assume that it's over, it's done with, and it is what it is, because I'm not the one that's going to chase. I am not the one that's going to chase. Stormy, and then it's just the way that Mel was acting like, you know, in her confessional, like, you know, as if people was hounding her or Stormy hounding her for her number or whatever. And as if she's the only one that's busy out the ass. Because that's her excuse. I ain't got no time to be, you know, with people that's so needy. Why everybody acting so needy? Stormy wasn't checking for you like that from what we see on the TV. Stormy said, I texted you, I called you when I just left it alone. She asked you because she seen you in public after 4 months. You didn't say nothing to her really at the reunion. All of a sudden it's an excuse where I didn't know that your room was next to mine. What? Girl, all right. We supposed to be cool though, but you okay, that's fine. Somebody probably gonna say a little justification, because y'all know y'all will come up with any type of excuse for Melody. Melody can't do no wrong for some of y'all, but hey, it is what it is. But I was just like, girl, no. Now, see, Mel, I was with you up until this whole DM situation, and I understand needing your space. And again, what it comes down to, because don't get me wrong, because I don't want nobody to sit here and think that I'm saying that she can't have her space. No, with all the bull crap that's been going on this show, I totally understand that. Okay, I'm the type of person that'll disconnect in a minute as well. But I will let people know that needs to know that, listen, if you don't hear from me, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I just need some time to myself. And that is all Mel needed to do. That is all Mel needed to do. But at the end of the day, Stormy wasn't hounding her. Stormy waited until she actually saw her to actually bring it up. It's not like she was calling her, or asking around, have you this, have you that, have you this. Okay, that's fine. Like, come on, let's not act like that. And again, let's stop acting like you're the only one male that got so much stuff going on. These are all business people around you, so they got so much stuff going on. The only bitch that really ain't had nothing going on that was hounding your ass like that was Destiny. She ain't here no more, okay? Everybody else got businesses and other stuff that they got going on, and that's what their concern is. They is not trying to get in contact with you, minus Martell, okay? Now, let me tell you something. Now that I got off of her ass, and then, you know, they talk about some secret recording, and, you know, the fans up there trying to make it seem like Stormy was the one that made some secret recording of her and all this stuff. And, you know, Stormy like, that ain't even my steez. But then again, Stormy, let me tell you something. You're going to have to put your motherfucking mama in check, okay? Because we don't need another Miss Wanda. Now, I seen that preview when she told Mel to shut up, bitch. Now, if Mel was to cuss your mama out right then and there, I'd be all the way here for it. Because who the fuck are you, Miss Betty? You know what I'm saying? And then your mama got Twitter fingers just like freaking Wanda. And you up here talking about the fans be doing this and the fans be doing. Check your mama first. Check your mama first, okay? You see how this shit been going. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, you don't know how to put. You saw how it was with Miss Wanda. Don't have your mama making you be up in the same situation as well, okay? Because, no, it's not going to fare well with you, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? Moving on from that, you know, they cool or whatever. They brushed that shit off like it wasn't nothing. Like, it really wasn't no animosity. But, hey, I just felt that way about that, because ain't no way in hell, if I'm your friend and I change my number, I'm not going to be like, you should have DM'd me. No, I'm going to text it to you when I'm ready to text it to you. That's just what it is. And if I don't give it to you, bitch, it's not meant for you to have no more, okay? Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that. I don't understand what's so hard about communication. You have to communicate. Even if you're going to go dark a little bit, communicate that, you know? Because then real friends will be really concerned, even if they already know that you go dark, okay? And you get to yourself, because what if you're going through some stuff that you're not saying? And then what if something goes on and they be like, damn, I wish I would have known. Anyway, moving on from that, Martell, now off that shit, the only thing that I truly am 100% on Mel's side about is this whole situation with Martell. Because Martell is an egotistical, narcissistic asshole, okay? And I don't give a care what nobody say. Oh, he trying to change. Oh, he doing this. He going to therapy and all this stuff. He moving on. Girl, he sat there, had that conversation with Kimmy, and Kimmy looked at his ass, and he just sat there. Baby, Sheree, get about the situation. I hope you are at home watching this show and realizing that man is just springing you along until you can't tell me Martell is not sitting back, hoping and praying for the day that Mel said, all right, listen, let's have this conversation. Let's talk, because I've been thinking about you so much. Like, I've been trying so hard to be so pissed off at you. You know, we've been going through all of this stuff, and you know what it comes down to, the reason why we've been going so hard at each other is because I know you still want me, and at the end of the day, I had to come to terms with it myself. Even though I was trying to act like I don't, I still want you too. Let's give this thing another try. That's what he has up in his mind, okay? This whole thing about he's not dating exclusively, he's not looking for nobody. And I'm like, damn, so what's Sheree? Just a bang bang boogie type of good time? Okay, let me fly you out and let me do what I gotta do, spend a little cash on you, shake a little ass, and that's it, with no titles. I mean, I guess Sheree, Girl, if that's what you want to put up, the dig probably good to you. You know, you do what you gotta do. But listen, Sheree, you've been played by cockeyed Bob. Okay, we don't need no more stuff like this. We don't need no more stuff like this. And you got played by a felon. Please don't get played by this man. Okay, please don't get played by this man. I ain't still playing around with each other. I mean, it's cute. I actually would like to see it, but I'm just saying. Martell gives me one of those type of people that you would think would know how to do it, but then could probably surprise you and be like, damn, he don't know how to stroke. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like a either or type of situation. Like, it's no guarantee which one you're going to get. I don't know. Y'all think that nigga fine. I think he weird, okay? And you know, that whole situation when Mel was about to leave out the party, and then let me walk you to your car. Let me walk you to your car. She was like, I don't need that. If she is telling you, and that is the thing with him, the reason why she's acting the way that she's acting with you, first of all, you don't have that right anymore. You don't have that privilege anymore. And if somebody, he just don't know how to relinquish control. And he is not used to not being in control in the situation when it comes to Mel and him. He is not used to seeing her in such an independent role outside of him, okay? Granted, she was having all of the business when they were together, but at the same time, at certain points, I'm pretty sure Mel did depend on him for certain things. But now she's doing those things on her own, and he sees that, oh, not only is she doing it on her own, she's doing it way better, and it really shows that she don't need me, and I don't know how to deal with that. And also the regret, like Kimmy said, that remorse and all that stuff about you finally letting it sink in that you fucked up. You messed up, okay? And you can't get that old thing back. Girl, he made me so mad the way that he was acting. I was trying to walk into her car, you know. She said, my car is parked right outside. No, it's parked outside across the street. I said, well, how the hell you know where her car parked at? What was you doing? You was watching her come in? Wow, Martell is getting a little creep. You know, talk about some, what did he say? He said, now when Melody was acting like she didn't want me to walk her to her car, you know, she was just playing. She really wanted me to. You know, she know I'ma always take care of her because, you know, she the mother of my kids. Now, see, you always saying some shit like that, okay? It's always, you know, Mel can't have a mind of her own. Mel can't feel what she feel, and the words that come out of her mouth, you don't take serious. That lady said she ain't need you walking her to the car, and you gonna sit there in that confessional and say, I know she said that, but you know, she really mean that. She wanted me to. No. She said what she said. She ain't need you to walk her. Inside the thing is she ain't need you to walk her back, okay? Girl, all these cameras around, ain't nobody finna do nothing to her. I understand the sentiment, but you just doing it wrong, okay? You just doing too freaking much. And then you up here talking about, you know, she's the mother of my kids, but yet you putting her through court. You up here doing all of this stuff, and it's just like, Martell, you are such a walking contradiction when it comes to Melody, okay? Moving on from that. Girl, we got Kimmy and Maurice. They got last week at the party she said that, you know, the chemo has shrunk the tumors and stuff down to like it was like very like really small micro size or whatever. And so it comes to a point that she 9 out of 10 don't even need radiation and nothing else. But you know what we found out is she still got to go to counseling. Not counseling, but surgery, so that they can get all the microfibers and all of that stuff out there so that it won't spread. You know, try to basically scan that whole body, okay? Try to make sure all the stuff is out so it won't come back. If it comes back, it won't come back so soon, or, you know, it won't come back at all. Hopefully it won't come back at all and they get everything out. So, you know, she talking about something about to cook so you can have something prepared for dinner. You ain't got to worry about it when I get home. He said, why don't you just chill out? I said thank you because you've been doing a lot, okay? Just sit down. Meanwhile, you know, she was telling him about Martell and all this stuff. And, you know, Maurice is like, he went out there. He came back in. He was sad as ever. He was. Did y'all see the way he was looking when he went out there with Mel? He was just, I said, you finna cry. You finna cry. Oh, you looking at all the stuff that you did. You messed up your relationship over a bird that really wasn't worth it, bitch. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And the thing of the matter is, Melody Holt at the time loved that man down, okay? I truly do feel as though if she never had found out about him cheating, she never would have left him. Never. That's how much she loved that man. And people don't understand how come, you know, she just won't move forward or let him in or do this and do that. When you love somebody so deep like that and then they pull off something that'll hurt you so fucking bad like that, not only do it already hurt so damn bad, it sinks even further because you love them that deep. So it's gonna take some time. And sometimes times mean years. And in Martell's case, he been wanting stuff to happen so quickly, okay? Because you moved on and you got over it, but the offense wasn't done to you. You did it to her. You hurt her. You hurt her in a way that she was never expecting you to do, okay? You hurt her and disrupted her life in a way that she never thought that would happen. You can't force her to move on real quick. You can't force her to want to be around you. No. You did something. If I was in a situation like that, I would have been just like me. Oh, bitch, I don't have no type of information. We ain't got to talk, okay? And the whole situation about taking her, you know, taking the kids, taking her to court over the kids. Now, the Flexures, they having a little dinner date. I wanted Miss Neal to like clear her throat a little bit. It was bothering me so bad. And I said, girl, that, you know, I don't like, listen, that wig was a little bit too young for Miss Neal, okay? Just a little bit too much hair. You know, take it down a little bit. Take it down a notch, okay? Just a teeny notch. And she was over it kinda, but she tried to play it off because her husband did not tell her that Martell was coming there. All right. And he trying to make it seem like, oh, we always do this stuff. Nigga, I would have turned right back around. Oh, this is date night. Chris, we will talk later. I want y'all to enjoy y'all time together because I do not want to interrupt. He pulled up a seat just like this. So what we talking about? Girl, they get up into this whole situation. I'm so tight. And that's what it is also. Because I feel like when we get on this show, at this point, we already know what's about to be talked about. Oh my goodness, this whole situation with Mel and Martell. Like Martell can't get it out through his thick skull that whatever it is that he want right now with Mel is not going to happen, and to leave that lady alone, okay? You want peace and harmony. You want co-parenting situation. You have to let that lady work the stuff out the way that she needs to work it out so that she can be good for her kids, good for herself, and for you in this situation, okay? And it is bothering me that he cannot get that. Sitting there talking about some, you know, they in court with the custody situation because of the babysitters. She be having like 20 plus babysitters all this time. I said, what? Now, sir, me and Nell when them was like, that don't even sound right. She said, girl, are you sure that it's 20 something? He was like, now, if you would have said that to me, would you believe it? She said, no. No, I would not say. He was like, what if I could prove it? I said, now you can't. Because every time this babysitting situation come up, I'm telling y'all, is it just me or does the number go up, up, and up, and up, and up? One time it was like 5. Then I believe it was like 15. Now it's 20 plus. I said, what the freak, Martell? And that is what I don't like. And that is what I just don't understand why and how people can be on his side and try to find the sympathy or the empathy for him, because you're literally trying to tarnish the mother of your children, but you keep on putting it out there that, you know, I'm gonna protect her, you know, and I want my family back in, you know, she's the mother of my kids, and, you know, we have to have this communication. Why the hell would she want anything to do with you when you sitting here doing what you're doing? You're contradicting yourself. You're saying one thing, and when you're in front of people, you're saying another thing behind closed door. You're saying another thing when you sit in this damn confessional. Which fucking side of the coin are you rolling, Martell? Okay, and you just don't understand. This is why the lady don't want no dealings with you. I'm sitting here like, how dumb can he be? And then talking about the brother, and I just want him to understand the fact that you don't get it till this day. It is 2023, probably 2022, because they still had Christmas stuff going on or whatever. So I'm gonna say that was the end of 2022. You are still not understanding the fact that you marry someone that will protect to the end of the earth their children. Which means she will not let any type of person that she did not trust, fully vet, be around her kids, okay? And anybody that she would think or thought would hurt her kids in any type of way. So for you to keep on bringing up this whole situation about her brother coming over to her home and babysitting the kids for one night, I believe it was, as if something was going to happen. And see, this is why some of us sometimes feel as though you try to disguise it as you don't really know her brother. He just came up into her life when she was this age and all this stuff. Baby, it feel, it has elements of homophobia. Okay? And from the very first time, and I don't want to hear no shit, because from the very first time that were introduced to her brother and you started talking about him, it was given though. It was reeking of that. It was leaking. It was drip, 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 dripping of the little slight homophobia that was coming out without just saying, I don't want him around my kids because he gay. That's basically what it is. Because I don't understand no other way. Or you just trying to stick it to male. Because even when y'all was together, you had an issue with him being around by themselves. I was just like, oh, okay, you one of them, all right? And you really think saying this and keep on putting that out there is going to let you and her get on this good front for co-parenting? You are the one that's messing stuff up, okay? You are the one that's messing stuff up. And most of the time, if I ever do see something with Mel talking about this whole situation, it's because she's responding. She's responding, okay? And I just, listen, Martell will never get points for me in this situation. I will never be on his side about this whole situation because he's going on about it so wrong, and he's been going about it wrong. You have this little glimmer of, oh, maybe you're trying to get better with going to counseling. Okay, but then you keep on doing the same stupid shit that you've been doing, and then Mel winds up meeting up with Nell, and she told her what he said. First of all, that interaction was so goddamn fake in the beginning. Hey, girl, how you doing? I said, damn, y'all so chipper. Every time y'all meet each other, not my homegirl. Hey, girl, what's going on? Bitch, all right. So let me tell you something. Bitch, let me tell you something. So and so. We ain't so goddamn chipper like that. I gotta get used to that. Maybe I'm just a deadhead ass bitch. I don't know. But girl, when she was telling her that, and it was just coming off like Nell is the type of person that'll take a man's side in any type of situation. And I'm sitting here, was I the only one that was getting that feeling? Because it was almost as if she was trying to tell Mel that you need to see where he coming from, or you need to go ahead and get it together with him. That's what it was coming off like. Like she was almost wanting to blame her and say I'm sitting here no girl. Mel had to break that shit down, and I'm so glad that she did. And I'm sitting here Nell, I know you watched the goddamn show, and you mean to tell me you ain't understand where she at? You as a woman, put yourself in her predicament. What if your husband would have did some shit like this to you? Okay, girl, I see why she disconnect. Like I told you, Mel don't be fucking with none of these people. And I get it, because half these people is fake as shit. But at the same time, I understand where the commotion and everything coming from. Let me go back to that Stormy situation. I understand where some of the negativity, where people do have a problem with the fact that, it seems as though now it's finna say Stormy and Mel have an issue with each other, and it's about to be another one of those situations where, oh, let's jump on Mel and let's say Mel is a bad friend. I don't feel like 100%. Do I feel like she's a bad friend? She probably a good, I can't say that. I can't say that, because the people that she has fallen out with, they were never her friends to begin with. I will never sit here and say that Destiny was her real friend, because Destiny wouldn't have did most of the stuff that she did and, carried on the way that she carried on after shit happened. And that's what the issue was with me with Destiny. Yeah, you can have an issue and you can have certain concerns about stuff that's going on in your friendship or whatever, but it was the constantly talking about it to this person, that person. And it was just like, girl, are you obsessed with this lady like the fans are? I was really confused. You was acting like a goddamn fan at this point. And I just didn't like that shit. Tisha, that whole backhanded stuff, I never felt like Tisha was her friend either. You know, because if it took literally y'all doing one season of a show for y'all to fall out like that, y'all weren't friends. Y'all weren't friends for real. So I get that part. But to say that she not a good friend, I don't feel like that's the case. I just feel like, sometimes you think you can rock with somebody and it comes out that it's not. And I understand protecting your space, and I understand that's what she has to do. And I understand she probably doing a little bit more now because of all of this situation that's been going on with Martell and all that shit. Bitch said she had to change her number 5 fucking times. I said, I ain't got time for that. Let me tell you something. I would have got a restraining order against Martell so quick. No, we not meeting each other. Let's get a mediator to pick the kids up and all that stuff. I don't need to see you. I don't want to give you any type of ideas that we are getting back together or you can have an end. No, it's just never going to happen. But again, with that Stormy situation, like I said, I can understand some of the people, the viewers, sentiment when it feel like, why does it feel like it's about to be last season repeated, but with Stormy? Are y'all making an issue, setting up to make an issue where there wasn't any? And again, it's like Stormy about to be Destiny, Betty about to be Miss Wanda, and it's just like, damn, we done did this already before, so why are we doing this again? Can we come up with a different storyline? Like, it's just really weird at this point. So, I mean, I get that part, but y'all know that DM, this number change shit kind of fucked me up. I said, man, who the fuck you think you are? But anyway, moving on from that, we get a little conversation with Tisha and her cousin, Courtney. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, I just felt like this whole situation was one of those things where Tisha ain't got nobody on the show really to talk to right about now, because Kimmy is not into that stuff right about now because she got to go do her cancer treatment. That's what she worried about. So now she need somebody to be on her side. So let me get my other cousin that's younger than me, that's younger than Kiki, and I can somewhat control a little bit. That's what it is. That's what it is or whatever. And so, she want the girl to come over to her brokerage firm. And I said, all right. Miss Girl said, girl, I got to take my hand down. I should just start itching all of a sudden. Miss Courtney was like, I just accepted a position at the current firm that I at now. Literally just did that. So I don't know if I could do that or whatever. And then they start talking about Kiki and how Kiki probably feels, a sadness about the things that she missed out on because of the way that her life turned out and the things that she did wrong that, caused her to miss out on certain things or whatever. Y'all need to talk about stuff. Y'all need to have a conversation. Can you please do that? Because I want us to be together. And then all of a sudden, the weirder part about this conversation was Letitia goes into telling Courtney as if she's one of the viewers, the backstory about how, her and Kiki became friends and became cool and all that stuff. I was like, wouldn't she already know this? She ain't asked for all that. She just wanted to know, can y'all, she went from, we became best friends around 13 years old. Then we went to school together. We was like thick as thieves and all this stuff. And, and then we had this and we had that. I said, girl, she ain't asked for all that. She said, girl, can y'all just have a conversation? She said, girl, I can have a conversation with her if you come over and work in my brokerage firm. I said, child, we ain't finna do that. I said, now, Courtney, you dumb if you say yes. Courtney said yes. And at the end of the episode, girl, Courtney came up and Letitia was up in there doing a little boxing. I want to get into boxing so bad because, I've been thinking about it. Because some of the little exercise, like, I be doing all that stuff, but I want to build my strength up or whatever and do all that. I really want to do that. So I've been thinking about it real bad. Or, like, get a little boxing bags type of situation up in here. But I think I might get into it. Maybe when I know it probably will help, burn a little bit more fat, too. But, yeah. Did y'all see the way when Kiki came up in there and the instructor lady, her ass went from like this to... I said, damn, bitch, did you know something that we didn't know? What happened? Why was she so shocked like that? She was like, I said, oh, did you see a ghost? Did you know the situation that's going on? Huh? What's happening? But, they had a little sit down. I probably missed a couple of things, but it ended on this little conversation where, from what I heard from when my TV finally came back to it, because it was like on commercial, it was like stuck right there, and then it came back and they were showing flashbacks of a lot of stuff that was being said, because she was like, you didn't tell me everything that was going on at the Christmas party and what was said. She was like, I did tell you stuff, but I just didn't. Of course I'm not gonna tell you everything that I said, now girl, at the end of the day, I would totally 100% understand Letitia if she said that she ain't want to be cool with Kiki no more. You know, and Kiki, you would have to eat that, because at the end of the day, do I feel like you was being used or played, maybe indirectly or directly by Mel, by bringing you in the middle of family business? Yes. Family situation, you know, you should never took part up in there. You should never been discussing it, regardless of how long you know Mel or whatever. That is still your family. And I feel till this day, I said it before when it started happening, and I just would never agree with what you did. Okay, so if Tisha want to be mad at you for that, she has every right to be. She has every right to be. And sometimes you just like oil and water, it just don't mix. Sometimes you need a break from each other. And at this point in time, I do feel like the trust is gone on both sides. You know, Letitia like, here go Kiki up here trying to do this. This both sides, this the blame. Both of y'all are to blame, okay? Because y'all been doing this for years, you know, obviously. But both of y'all are to blame, and y'all both need to admit y'all parts in it, okay? And y'all both need to be grown women, you know? And Kiki and Letitia, you need to accept whatever it is that happens. Meaning, Kiki, if Letitia says she don't want to be cool with you no more right about now, give her space. Give her space. Vice versa to you, Letitia. Well, Letitia ain't feeling Kiki no more, so anyway, it is what it is. But y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. Again, I apologize for the little rant. Blame it on the fact that I'm tired. Hopefully next week I'll be in a better... I got the weekend off, so yeah, I'll be in a better mood. I'll be in a better mood, bitch. We was at work today, and it was hot as hell. It was hot as hell outside. And then it was like a fucking Arctic icebox in my job. My fingers was turning blue. And do y'all understand that it's been like 70 plus 80 degrees outside for the past week? And Monday it's supposed to be 30 degrees and snowing. What the hell? Girl. Anyway, y'all be good. I'll see y'all later. Peace.